Scorpio, this is Moonpie Tarot, getting ready here to do your next 10 days love reading. This reading will be for Scorpio's Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Some of the messages may or may not resonate, so just take the fifth, leave the rest. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, there will be a link in the description box below this video. Please remember to hit the like, share, subscribe button. And you can also follow me on Instagram at Moonpie Tarot. All right, so Scorpio. Changing the format a little bit with your reading. So we're going to just do an overall look at your person, top and bottom row. Okay, so let's take a look here and see what the messages are, the overall messages for your person. Okay. Overall messages. Give me just 1 second. For you and your person, let's just say. Okay, next 10 days. So this will be from the time you click on the video, okay? So your first card is Heartache and Loss. All right, so there is an energy here of feeling some sadness about something in regards to a relationship. Some kind of, it could be something that you're currently experiencing at this time, but it could also just be, whether it's with someone or you're not with someone right now, or missing someone, or just your love life in general, feeling an overwhelming sense of sadness here. There could be it could have something to do with if there's somebody else involved in the situation, or it could be like feeling like there might be a third party, and a third party doesn't have to just be another person. It could be like a place or a thing as well that's coming in between, like an interference. Okay. But you also have a stand your ground here. Okay. I just feel like there might be some competition or something. I'm not predicting that there's competition, but there may be a sense of like feeling like there is, and having some thoughts in your mind. If you know that there's another person involved in your connection, then that could very well be what's coming up here. But it's a 3 and a 7, which makes a 10, which means like a finale, a completion. You may be thinking about that you need to end something with someone. Yep, you have moving on. This is like a necessary transition or something that you're feeling here. Maybe you need to relocate or just get out of this. For somebody, this could just be needing to get out of a negative mindset, or feeling disheartened or discouraged around love or in a relationship. Okay? So let's take a look and see what the energy is for the person that you are here listening for this reading. I feel like your person is kind of sad with the 5 of Cups. I feel like there might have been some travel plans, or somebody, your person's waiting to hear something from you, is hoping to expand something, but is feeling perhaps a little hopeless. There is an energy here with the 2 of Wands, is waiting to hear something, waiting for some results of some sort, making a decision, travel plans, or expanding. Maybe you and this person are at a distance to one another. But it feels like this person is kind of like feeling this need to like escape. somebody here is is feeling hopeless about something coming together. There may be like an abusive relationship could be connected to this somehow. Could be connected to them. Or the energy of the relationship feels that way. So when we say abusive, it's more along the lines of like verbal or mental. It's not physical. There might have been arguments, or there's arguments with someone. Something's going on. This is like a cutoff. This is like the Three of Swords here. In action. Breaking a heart. Breaking hearts. However, it feels like this person's in this position of, wanting to have something more, but if it's not going to happen, they're just going to disappear, go away, or just be done with it. Okay? Now, this can be reversed. It could be you. You might be feeling this way at this time. Like if plans aren't made, or there's waiting to hear and just feeling hopeless. If something doesn't move forward, then it feels like it's time to move on. Okay? And for you, you may need to stand your ground in a connection here and say, look, what's going on? What are we doing? What's happening here? Because if we're not having anything happen here, it's time to go. But I feel like if that's something that you're going to do with this person, I do see them surrendering to this, the Ten of Swords. Okay? They kind of get into this position where they hit rock bottom. I feel like somebody needs a wake-up call. This person getting some kind of a wake-up call. They're, viewing this situation differently at this time. Whereas perhaps maybe you never said anything, or you didn't stand up for yourself, or just state your case in a relationship. There's a different perspective coming here. You may have been sacrificing a lot in this relationship and are just kind of like you're exhausted at this point. You're giving up. You may be giving up. Some of you may just be like, it's just nothing's happening here. Giving up and just staying, staying single, being happy, focusing on your work, staying in your luxuries, your abundance. Okay. Your financial gains, focusing on all of that. And very easily, it feels like you would be willing to give up something that isn't going to progress if you feel like it won't, and open yourself up to new love. Okay, so the only sign that we have showing up here, as far as a court card, is the Queen of Swords, which would be Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, and can be Virgo. Male or female, doesn't matter. There is something coming in here from an air sign, or the Virgo. We also have Virgo here. Okay. We also have Pisces. But there's like a new opportunity for love. And your person having some kind of wake-up call here with you. Seeing that if something isn't going to work out, and you're telling them you're not going to stick around for this, staying in a stagnant waiting position, I feel like that is going to give them a new perspective about the relationship. Like, wow, they're looking at you like, wow, you're really going to walk away, they're saying to you. And because you do it, and you stand here in your power, the Nine of Pentacles, like you're in this position, you're like, yeah, you know what, I can take care of myself. I can do this on my own. I can take care of things here. Then that offer comes in. And it's not an ultimatum. I don't feel like you're, because I see you being just kind of discouraged and sad. Like, it's almost like you're, I don't know if you're purposely just looking at the glass half empty, but if the glass half empty is like always, most of the time empty, that can feel discouraging. And it's hard for you to see that there could be like these two cups and an opportunity to come together. And I feel like it's a lot about this waiting energy. So I don't feel like you're really, it's not like you're giving an ultimatum. It's just that you're going into this mode of like protecting yourself and keeping yourself from prolonging pain, is how I feel here. Now I want to pull a clarifying card for the Hanged Man. Okay. It shows up in reverse. The Hanged Man has the Eight of Cups in reverse, which is telling me that's what that wake-up call is for that person. They don't want you to go. They don't want you to leave. They don't want you to give up. And I see you kind of being on the verge of giving up here, Scorpio. Like you're just tired. You're exhausted. You feel defeated, which is not like you because you're usually pretty much a winner almost all the time. But you just feel defeated. You need something else. You need something more in your relationship here. And again, like I said, it's not an ultimatum, because if it were, I feel like then you would just be like you're standing your ground for yourself, and that's an action. So you're showing, you know, to yourself instead of fighting it. You just kind of sneak away and just let the chips fall where they may in regard to this. Because you're waiting for somebody to come forward with some action and some proof and, like, you know, effort. It's not just words, but it's like backing it up. All right, let's take a look and see what this person's, what the love messages are. Decision. It's time to decide about this relationship. Yeah, that's what's on the table here. You know, stay in the heartache and the loss and the feeling of suffering, or move on. You have to make a decision, and you have to stand your ground and do what's best for you. Children are important to this partnership, so this does play a role in your decision that you feel you need to make here. If you both have children together, or if, you know, one of you does, or separate children, you know, if you didn't have them together, like they play a role in this relationship. It could be like what's best for the children. If there's abuse, if you're involved with someone who's abusive and you need that person to go get help before you can continue on with this relationship, you may have to stand your ground about that, because it could be affecting the children. This person has, I left you before you could leave me. Okay. If you guys are in separation and this person left you, that they have a fear of abandonment, a fear of being left out in the cold, a fear of abandonment. So they decide they break it off first. That way they don't have to suffer these high anxiety and consequences, which can happen sometimes. I lost myself for a little while. Yeah, this person's, any kind of separation you guys had, they really just didn't know what direction they were going, what path, what they wanted, what they didn't want. There's obstacles, unhealed wounds, or blocking forward movement. Okay, that is a huge, there's a lot of gaps, you know, there's a lot of potholes. Potholes slow down forward movement, sort of speed bumps. And these are obstacles, and I feel like your person's got stuff from their past, wounds that are unhealed, that you may be aware of, and you may be aware that that's what's keeping this relationship from moving forward, that they haven't dealt with their stuff, and maybe you've been able to heal a lot of yours. Sometimes I stay awake thinking about you. So, yeah, Scorpio, I feel like this person truly does care for you. Hence the depth of their sadness for the loss, the regret. I feel like this person has a regret for making you wait, or making you, or putting you through the things that they've put you through. And I feel like you've been hanging on, hoping there would be change, whether that's like physically, mentally, emotionally, energetically, hoping and waiting for some kind of sign, something to give. Patience. Everything will unfold with divine timing. Again, I don't feel like you're giving an ultimatum. I just feel like you're going into self-protective mode because you're just exhausted. And I feel like your person does have this energy of surrendering to this. They just needed some kind of a wake-up call that you might actually leave, or you might actually just go after what's best for you. Now, the longing card is here. Someone is secretly longing for you. I feel like this person does have that secret longing for you, but they just don't really communicate it in a healthy way. Trust. It is safe to trust in this situation. I feel like that's speaking more to trust in spirit and trust in yourself for what you need to do for now. So there is new love, a recommitment to love is developing. Okay, so for some of you, somebody else could be coming in, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or Virgo. And for others, this is a recommitment to that person. But I don't want to focus too much on the signs. I will tell you that this person does hold an element of truth when they speak, but they're not cruel and they're not angry, okay? Or they won't be coming across that way, coming forward. This person, I feel like, is very self-sufficient and is just an honest person, you know, but they're not abusive. So that could be, if they were like that, this is a recommitment to the same person, they were like that, I feel like there's some change happening here, because the Ace of Cups represents having, like it's like a blessing. There's like some kind of a blessing or a miracle of some sort happening. This is, you know, this is the dove of peace. So there's peace coming. All right, let's take a look and see what your Moonology messages are here. Some of you may have to make a decision between two people. Or this is this person having a decision to make between two people. Or a person and a thing. Expect powerful change, yeah. I do feel like things are going to be shifting here with a recommitment to the relationship, because I feel like you truly do love someone very much, but you're just hurting a lot. There's some kind of change happening. Hold your vision. This feels to me like to tell you not to give up on this person and on this relationship. Balance spirituality and practicality. All right, that's a very strong message. Be reasonable about what is possible and what is just not going to happen. But also have faith that anything could happen, right? Stay grounded, but keep your hopes up. Let's see. I know that might sound like a task in itself. But I think it's okay to have hopes, but I think it's okay to also keep your expectations low. Let's get a couple of cards from Loving Words from Jesus to see what the messages are here. For those of you who like to read scripture. Fear not, for it is your Father's good pleasure to give you the kingdom. So you will have, as long as you don't fear, you will have what it is you want in your life. Like, you're not going to go without. This is Luke 12:32. You're not going to be left alone. Spirit is watching over you. According to your faith, be it unto you. You will receive as much as your to the depth of your faith. Okay. That's Matthew 9:29. Whatever it is that you believe, or however much faith you have, the bigger your faith, that's when changes actually begin to happen. Whatever your faith is, wherever you place your faith. Okay, Chinese fortune cookie message. Future. You may travel or host an overseas traveler soon. Either way, a great social fun awaits. And I did feel like there was like a travel thing here happening, and there was like this waiting energy in regard to that. And I feel like that is going to occur. If that's something that you've been, waiting, or your person's been waiting for, I do feel like that's going to happen. Intuition. Trust your intuition. It's a great time to learn a new skill, change careers, or invest money. And you have sexuality. Existing relationships could find a new passion and heightened sexual attraction. Opportunities for marriage and good family life are strong. But if single, beware of temptation that could lead to trouble. A child would also bring great joy. Okay. And let's get over to the charm portion of your reading. Okay. Well, Bambi's here again. I love when this little Bambi shows up. Somebody has a really strong attachment to, this could be somebody's name, or a character that somebody really likes, like a Disney character. I'm also, I don't know, it's not really, I don't know why, I just saw a vision of a lucky rabbit foot or something like that. I don't even know if people still have those, but somebody has one of those little lucky rabbit foot, like on their keychain or somewhere. I was just picking up like a furry cottontail. I don't know. It's very strange. Oh, wow. Okay, so you have an X here. Wow. Somebody, this could be you. I mean, you may be needing to put the axe to this connection. I just feel really strongly like you need to put the axe to this right now for a little while, because there's no progress happening here with where you are and the place that you're staying, right? It needs a change up. You need to chop away the things aren't serving this relationship, and recreate something new here, or allow something new to be recreated, which is what the Ace of Cups is. Oh, now we have an octopus. Is that an octopus? Wait a minute. Yeah, it is. I think it is. It's a rather weird looking octopus. I just feel here, they're just saying you need to get your tentacles on other things in your life and start getting more involved heavily into your life, into your creative endeavors, into your family. If you're going to take a break from this relationship for a little while and just kind of cut things out so that you can take a breather, maybe do some traveling or whichever, you need to get, like, I just heard, like, your tentacles on everything so you can get focused and not, because if you sit and you just don't keep yourself active in whatever way, then you're going to fill your mind with what you don't have. Focus more on the things that you do have. Find the gratitude for the things that you do have in life. And you've got the Elephant here. Okay, this is something to do with, hold on a second. Something to do with, it's got a beautiful little flower. I never saw that before, but it's something to do here with like, I just saw those elephant stick-ons in a baby's room, or those things you put on in a baby's room, like on a wall. Those elephant stick-ons. Could be a connection also here to, is it the Serengeti? Or wherever elephants live, somewhere in Africa? Two hearts. See, I do feel like you and your person are going to come back together. I feel like there's going to be a new start. But I feel like it just seems like you need to take a break or something, because I do feel like your person has a sense of remorse or regret or just a sadness that's hanging over them. They're just not really sure what they want or what they need to do, or how to like expand this relationship. It's almost as if your person is waiting for you to take the initiative, for you to make a choice. I do feel, and I'm going back to your person here, and I usually do this. I usually just end the reading, but I do feel like your person here is waiting for you to cut things out of your life. And they may have a sense that you are interested in others, or interested in somebody else. And maybe some of you are, and you're not saying anything to this person because you don't want to hurt them. But I do feel like they do want to be with you, but they don't have the initiative and the drive to come after you. And if that's not good enough for you, you may just need to be done with this. But I feel like you leveling yourself up and being done with it is going to actually give some insight to really what they want. Because at the end of the day, if they lose you, I feel like they're going to not be happy about that. They'll still be in a place of longing. And, you know, I don't feel like they want you to go. They don't want you to leave. They want you to stay. So, all right, Scorpio, I'll leave your reading there. I hope that resonated for you in one way or another, and hopefully in a positive way. So, yeah, please do hit the like, share, and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, or you can hit dislike if you didn't. Either one is fine. And you can also, again, get a personal reading from me. Link is in the description box below. All right, Scorpio, take care. Bye.